there. Today I'm talking about why I said yes to becoming a sponsor. So yesterday I got a phone call. I get lots of phone calls and I get a lot of people trying to sell me stuff. But this person called. They said, "Hi, my name's Joe." And people always introduce themselves. That's totally fine. And they said, "Hey, I was referred to you from my friend Wesley." Well, Wesley, of course, is a friend of mine. And what that meant is as soon as he said that, then all of a sudden I'm listening. I don't even realize I'm doing it, but I think we all do it, where if someone we know, it's a different tone of voice than just some random stranger on the phone. So that was a really good way to lead off the phone call. Then this person, so his name's Joe, and he started telling me about this race that they do in February. Now that's 6 months away from now, so okay, we've got a little bit of time, so that part's good. And then he's telling me about this race and how a lot of the cars, they run crate engines. And of course, in my business, I'm Crate Insider, so I sell parts for crate engines. And that showed me that this person knew who he was talking to. He knew what I did in my business. And not only did he know about Crate Insider, but he was also aware of the work that I do with Winning Motorsports Marketing. So he mentioned that he'd seen some of those videos as well. So that is really showing that he was interested in what I'm doing and really trying to find out if this event is something that would really be good for both parties, for both for my business and for supporting his race. So we went into the question part, or I started asking questions, and one of those first questions that I asked was, well, tell me a little bit about your digital presence. And so he told me about how he'd been working with a company that, one of the Facebook pages that reports on a lot of races, and how they've got a really big viewership as well. And that they, of course, do have a Facebook page for that race, although this time of year it's not as active, which I wouldn't expect it to be for a race that's 6 months away. So that was fair. He had a great answer to the questions. And then we got into the next part where we were talking about the sponsorship, and what he's trying to achieve is trying to get some great contingency sponsors for the racers who are there. And last year that they had over 80 cars. So, you know, something that happens when you're having these conversations, when you're on my end of it, I don't know if the person is asking for $50, $500, or $5,000. I have no idea what they're looking for. So when I asked that question, so, you know, what are you really looking for? Then he's, instead of really just nailing down an amount and saying, I want you to spend this amount of money, instead, what he did, which I thought was brilliant, is he said, well, here, let me tell you about what some of the other sponsors have done. So here we have a sponsor here that decided to do gift certificates, and some of them were in amounts of $25 or $50 or $100. It really showed me that there was a whole range to play with here, and that it's really, really a small commitment. So by the end of this phone call, I was committed. I said, you know what, go ahead and count me in. And why is that? So I really want to, I've broken it down as we've been talking, but some of the key features that I really want to point out is, number one, it came in as a referral, not as just a cold call, but with that referral piece, since we didn't know each other, that helped out a lot. Next, he showed interest in my business, an understanding of what it is that I do, who I'm trying to reach, and why I, you know, basically what I'm doing. And that showed an interest. So that showed that he wasn't just trying to take from me, but that he was interested in me as well. And then also the small commitment, or that it would be negotiable, or we'll figure it out. It wasn't hammering home like, I want you to send me a check right this red hot second. It wasn't like that. So by the time we ended the call, we decided, hey, I'm going to send you a quick text message with my email address, and when you get a chance, send me an email information with, you know, some of the more specifics. That way I can actually look up those Facebook pages and that type of thing, and do my due diligence on this end of it, take a look at contracts and whatever might happen there. So this is a little behind the scenes of what happens in a sponsorship talk. I'm excited to promote this race that I can't remember what it's called right now, but it sounded like it was really promising and fun a part about it. Oh, and the last thing too is it's 6 months away. So nobody's expecting me. This isn't like 3 days away and oh my God, it's an emergency. So this shows that the person has more forethought than I've seen from others. And I respect that as well. So hopefully this has been a helpful little insight into some behind the scenes, And feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this conversation. And if you were on this end of my conversation, would you have said yes? I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in another video.